All right, and we're live. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Happy June 1st. What are you doing for the middle of the month? It's time to pivot. It's June 1st. It's time to pivot. And so while you're thinking about what you're going to do, let's go ahead and talk about the topic at hand, okay? So if you're new to my page, I am Chastity. I am the owner of Grady Tax Plus, where I help counselors, coaches, influencers who are new in their business set up their business, understand their taxes, and manage their finances. I also am a natural hair influencer where I help women embrace who they are through their natural hair, as well as achieve their life goals. So today we're going to be talking about why your job doesn't care about you and what you should do about it. Okay? Because if you're still working at 8 to 5, 9 to 5, 7 to 3, 11 p, 7 8, whatever it is, chances are your job doesn't care about you. All right. And so if you're new to my page, let me know where you're tuning in from. Drop in the comments. I'm in Texas, but I know I have different people from different states. So let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know that you're here. Like I said, I'm in Texas. If you are outside of Texas, let me know. And if you're vacationing, you're not where where you're from, then go ahead and let me know in the comments where you're vacationing at. But let me like I said, we're going to talk about why your job doesn't care about you. And one of the ways that you know that your job doesn't care about you is literally if they tell you they don't care about you, as well as their actions. Okay, so I recently had an experience where my employer literally told me, like, out of their mouth. And so when you have that happen to you, you have to think about, okay, what do you need to do next? Now that you really know, like you hear online all the time that people say, oh, your job don't care about you. Like soon as you die, they're going to hire somebody the next day. Like you hear that all the time. But this is real reality. This is real reality. This really happens. And so let me tell you, whenever you have that experience, whenever you get to that point to where, okay, yeah, I'm working this job. This job is supposed to support me. However, they don't have my back like I have their back. You're breaking your back for them, but they're not bending over backwards for you. So if you're a business owner, that's your perfect opportunity. That should be your perfect motivation to pivot and go hard in your business. Okay. To pivot and go hard in your business. Right. And a lot of you, a lot of us, I'm going to include myself, a lot of us are playing with our businesses. A lot of us are playing with our businesses, and it's time to stop playing with your business, okay? It's time to start taking your business seriously and treat it as such. And not only that, but start calling it a business. Start calling what you do a business, because that gives you a level of accountability. All right, that gives you a level of accountability to take your business seriously, okay? And one of the ways that you know that you're playing with your business is if you don't even have your business registered. If you don't have a birth certificate for your business. All right. A lot of one of the ways that you know that you're a real person, that you're still living that you exist in the world, period, is that you have a birth certificate. You have a birth certificate that says you was born on this day. Does your business have a birth certificate that says it was birthed on this day? Okay. If your business don't have that, then you playing with your business. You playing. Because in some states, you legally can't use the name that you call yourself out there. Okay. Like for example, if I didn't have Grady Tax Plus registered as an LLC, and I started saying, hey, Grady Tax Plus, since that's my business, come, book with me or whatever. And I was advertising myself as Grady Tax Plus. Technically, I am violating the law, because technically in Texas, you're not supposed to be calling yourself a name that you don't have registered on paper. So if you don't have that business name registered on paper, then technically you're not even supposed to be saying that that's your business name. You're supposed to be saying that you're Chastity Grady or whoever your name is. All right. So that's, like I said again, you need to stop playing with your business. You need to stop playing with your business. Stop playing with your business name, right? And a lot of people, they feel like, oh, I'm just starting. I don't need to register my business right now. I don't need to, file my LLC. I don't need to do any of that. But why don't you need to do any of that? Why don't you need to do any of that? I want you to ask yourself that. Why don't you need to register your business if you're saying that you're going to go in business for yourself? And if you thinking, oh, I'm not really serious yet. Oh, maybe I don't have clients yet, or I don't have this yet. then just take a seat back and sit and sit on the sidelines and watch everybody else still run their business appropriately while you get to the point to where you're ready to actually run a business. Because when you say you want to run a business, it's more than just about getting a client. It's more than just about making money. You have something that could be huge, and you want to make sure that you are treating it appropriately. So that's why when people say, file your LLC, get your EIN, get all of this, that's because when you make that decision to open a business, that's serious. That's serious. And so what does it look like you opening the business and you don't have it on paperwork, but you want people to buy with you, you want people to book with you, you want people to, get your services, but you don't even have your business on paperwork. You don't even have your business on paperwork. What does that even look like? And so that's what I mean when I say, stop playing with your business. Stop playing with your business. It's time to get serious. It's time to get serious with your business, right? And a lot of people a lot of people fail to realize that when it comes to starting your business, it's more than just, oh, I came up with this name, let me go put it on paper. No, did you know that there's at least 5 ways that you need to validate that business name is even suitable for you to use? There's at least 5 different places that you need to check to make sure that name that you're using is not going to cause you problems later on. Like, I have a client who wanted to file a PLLC as a certain name, but there was already a name in Texas with that name, and they didn't even know it because they didn't. You have to validate your business name. You have to make sure that there's no one else using that name in your state, in the United States, if they have a trademark. You have to make sure all of that, the social media handles are available, all of that plays a part in the name that you want to choose for your business. So that's why it's important that whenever you're using saying these, like, just calling out these business names, that it's actually a name that you can really use, right? So again, when I say stop playing with your business, getting it registered on paper, but before you even do that, you have to make sure the name is right. And whenever you make sure the name is right, then you can go ahead and get that name put on some paper, right? And when I say put on paper, I mean you actually filing your LLC, getting a birth certificate for your business, right? That's what the birth certificate is for your business, the LLC. Just like I have a birth certificate that says I was birthed this day on this month and year, your business needs to have a birth certificate that says it was birthed on this day, this month, this year, at this time, whatever. Okay, it's the same thing. Now, after you're born, then what you get a social security number. So your business, after your business is birthed, you need to get the social security number for your business, your EIN. All right. A lot of people miss this step. You have to get an EIN that has your actual business name in it, not just in your personal name, because you want to be able to tie your business to the quote social. I'm just saying social security number, but the employer identification number. You want to be able to tie the two together, right? Once you tie the two together, then you can move on to the next steps of filing uh, any licenses. If you have to have a license for your business, there's different steps after you get your business that let you know what you have to do. Like, you need a sales tax, if you need permits, all of those things. There's several different things that comes with the structure of your business that you're missing out on because you're trying to take the shortcut. You just want to be able to say, oh, I'm Grady Tax Plus, I'm open for services and here we go. No, we got to make sure that everything is, tight, sealed, signed and sealed, and, secure. You want to be able to know that you can sleep well at night knowing that your business is not, it's not going to have any kind of legal ramifications. Okay. So going back to your job don't care about you. When I say your job doesn't care about you, I'm letting you that right there should be motivation. Like I said, it should be motivation to let you know that it's time to start moving away from being an employee to being your own employer. Okay, that's the point of when you start your business. That's the point. The point is so that you can employ yourself, you can employ other people. Okay, now let me make sure I haven't missed anything. All right. So if you are someone who feels like, yeah, I'm not sure if I need to file my LLC, I'm not sure, I'm a sole proprietor right now. Well, guess what? I have a course for you. I have a whole rundown of the difference between a DBA and an LLC, because a lot of people think, oh, I'll just get the DBA, I'll just file a $25 fee with the county to say, to use this name, and then I'm good, when that's not the case, because there's no security for you. If I go and get a DBA only as Grady Tax Plus, but then someone go file Grady Tax Plus as an LLC tomorrow, then guess what? I am out of luck because I didn't secure my name. So just you having a DBA alone is not enough for your business, because you need to be able to secure the name. DBAs does not secure the name. It only lets you be able to legally say, oh, I'm Chastity Grady, doing business as Grady Tax Plus. That's all it does, but it doesn't do anything else. You want to be able to take it up another level. So that's why the LLC is important. Okay. So again, so the course, it shows you the difference between DBA versus LLC. In the course, you also get to see a live walkthrough of how to actually file the LLC. A lot of people just tell you to go file the paperwork, but they don't actually show you how to do it. What are the actual steps? What does the application look like? You actually get to see the actual application, a live online walkthrough. As I'm filling out an LLC, you get to actually follow along with me so that you can see exactly what you need to do. Okay. And not only that, you don't miss out on those other steps that I talked about. You also need a registered agent. Okay. It's not recommended that you be your own registered agent. Don't let anybody tell you to put yourself down as a registered agent for your business. Like you already messing up right there. And I explain in the course why that's a mess up for you. Don't put yourself as a registered agent. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Don't put yourself as a registered agent for your LLC. Don't do it. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna say it again. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, because don't do it. All right. So I give you a resource on who you can use for a registered agent for the low. And then not only that, you get to see the walkthrough steps of how to file your EIN. A lot of people, yes, it's easy to file your EIN, but a lot of people get confused on what they should put for certain things for the EIN. Or they accidentally go to the wrong website and pay 300. I had a client who paid $300 to get an EIN. No, 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 no. It's free to get your EIN, but if you don't know how to fill it out, then guess what? I have that listed for you, a live walkthrough of how to properly fill out the EIN, because it gives you options on the reasons why you want to file an EIN. Kenyatta says you need to change it. Yes, you need to, are you your own EIN, Kenyatta? Yeah, if you're your own EIN, I'm not your EIN registered agent. If you're your own registered agent, then definitely, yeah, because you want to be able to be on vacation and not have to be responsible for receiving any kind of legal paperwork while you're on vacation, because then your LLC could be at fault for doing that. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, you definitely need to change that. It's pretty simple to change it. I think you have to pay, depending on your state. I think like in Texas, you have to pay a $15 fee to change it, but or $10. Just really depends on your state. I know you're in Louisiana, but yeah, definitely. And it's inexpensive to have a. It's really inexpensive to have a registered agent. It's really inexpensive. It's not. It's Some people charge like $100 or so, but I know someone in Texas, and it's only like it's under $40 a month. Under $40 a month for the whole year. So like you can't beat having a peace of mind for $40 a month. Everything is higher here. Yeah, but registered agent is really an inexpensive service, and so paying like under $200 is going to be the norm. Most people charge like 159 is the standard because they're trying to make a profit. But if it's over $200, then that's an astronomical uh cost. So I would definitely choose anybody who charges you under $200 to be a registered agent. But yeah, so again, make sure you have your registered agent for your LLC. And not only that, we talk about what you do after you get your LLC. There's steps you need to take, like I said, getting the EIN, making sure you have any permits. I show you a guide, a resource to let you know what business that you're in, if it needs to have some like a certain type of license, a certain type of permit. There's resources out there. If you don't know about it, then you don't think they exist. But guess what? I have it structured all for you all in one spot, where I let you know, okay, if you're in this business, if you, let's say you sell clothes, then this is the permit you need. This is maybe a license that you may need for your state. Like I break it down for you in the course, where you can see that resource for yourself, and you can find literally any type of field that you're in, whether you're a barber, whatever, counselor, whatever. It will tell you exactly what kind of license that you need to have, any types of sales permits, tax permits, whatever that you need to have for your business. Yeah, shop around Kenyatta for sure, because yeah, it should be under $200. Under $200. Like I said, if it's more than that, find somebody else. And if you need help, definitely go ahead. You can message me. Yeah, so after your permits, then you want to make sure that you have your logins for your state, because you may have requirements from your state. You have to make sure that you are staying on top of franchise reports when they come around every year. And so is when you have your state login, it makes it so much easier to do that. And not only that, I give you resources on how to get your email address for free, so you don't have to pay. Like everybody say, oh, just go to Google and pay Google whatever, like $6 a month, so you can have an email address with your at name. No, you don't. There's free options for you, and as well as getting your domain name for your business bank accounts, all of that. Okay, so if you are someone who needs that resource, then I do have the link. The link is above the video, depending on how you're watching this video. But I will link it in the comments for you. It's called How to Start Your Business from Scratch. Let me pin it for you. But yeah, it has all of that in there for you. Okay, I'm trying to pin it. Okay, yeah. So it's my link tree / I'm Chastity. It's the first link in the bio. How to start your business from scratch course. And again, if you're just tuning in, I'm just going to do a rundown. I mentioned that you need to stop playing with your business. One of the ways that you need to stop playing with your business is that you need to put your business on paperwork. You need to have your business registered. If you're going to say that you're in business, then be in business. Don't just say you're in business, but then you don't have no paperwork for it. You're free from work, Jill. Okay, Kiara. Yeah. So don't say that you have a business, but then you don't have your business on paperwork. Like that makes no sense. Like I get people say all the time, you hear people say, "Oh, you don't. Not everybody needs an LLC." Well, if you don't want to be in business, you don't need an LLC. You're right. If you don't want to be in business, then you don't need an LLC. But if you're trying to be in business, if you're trying to establish something for yourself, then you do need that legal protection, because you don't want somebody to try to sue you for anything. If somebody can sue you for misquoting them, for defamation of character, for not providing a service, for anything, if they can sue you for anything, then guess what? Your personal assets are at stake, and you need to protect it with the LLC. You need to protect it with the LLC. So that's why I say that you are playing with your business if you don't have your LLC, or not just your LLC, but if you don't have your business name on paper. And legally, like I said, and legally in some states, you can't even say that your name is, let's say, for example, Grady Tax Plus. I can't even say my name is Grady Tax Plus and do business as Grady Tax Plus if I don't have that LLC for Grady Tax Plus in Texas. You can't legally advertise another business name if you don't have it on paper. So that's why that's also important. Like, and it really kills me because people really have these ad handles of, I ain't gonna put nobody on blast, but people have, like, the social media handles with a business name, but they don't have that business name on paper. Like legally, you can't do that, and a lot of people don't realize that legally you cannot do that. You really can't. And so, uh, cousin, do I have to pay a fee for my LLC every year? No, you don't have to pay a fee for your LLC every year, but you do have to file the franchise tax report. The annual franchise tax report is due every year. It's normally due in May, April, May, depending on the state. But you don't have to pay a fee depending on, like, for example, Texas, you don't have to pay a fee if you're grossing under a million, 1.2 or $3 million. So long as you are grossing under that in your business, then you don't have to pay the annual fee. You just file the no tax due report. Yes, stop playing with your business. And yes, thank you. Yeah. So if you have any other questions, definitely leave it below. So again, like I said, stop playing with your business. One of the ways, stop playing with your business and put your business on paper. Okay. If you're someone who don't feel like that, they need to file an LLC or PLLC for your business, then don't do it. Go get you a part-time job doing exactly what you're doing. Just go get you a part-time job and do exactly what you're doing, because you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice to your clients too. You're doing yourself as a disservice, because clients and your customers, they want to go to people knowing that they got their stuff together, and you don't have your stuff together if you're operating without any kind of legal structure. Okay. So like you owe it to your clients. If anything, you owe it to your clients to have your stuff together and be operating your business correctly. All right. And so again, I talk to you and I go through this live. Like we're not just talking about this. I'm showing you live on a state secretary's website of how you do all of this, how you file your LLC, how you fill out your EIN, how to see if you need any licenses, how to even confirm that you're because you can look up, certain things online, how to confirm your business, all of that, how to validate your business name. Again, I mentioned there's at least 5 places that you need to validate your business name. When I was looking up my business's name, I was looking. You have to look up, like I said, these 5 different areas because guess what? If something don't check out in one of those areas, then boom, the name is gone. You have to come up with something else. I don't know how many names I had to come up with because once I came up with the name, then it didn't check out on one of the 5 avenues, and so again, you have to make sure that you're validating your business name. Stop playing with your business name in general. Don't be up here saying that you're somebody else's business name when you don't even have it registered because people can't come after you for that. So you definitely want to make sure, like I said, especially, I'm going to give you this gem. You need to make sure it's not on the federal trademark search because if it's on the federal trademark search and you're up here saying that you're so-and-so like so-and-so business, whatever, and if somebody has a trademark for that, they could come after you for that. So that's why you got to make sure that name validated to the T, like all checking all areas to make sure that your name is good to go. And then you file your LLC. I mean, it's not going to go through anyway if somebody in your state has that name, but that's why you have to check it. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and go off of this live. So if y'all have any questions, again, the link is there. It's the first link in my link tree for I'm Chastity, how to start your business from scratch, how to file your LLC, rundown of how to validate your business name, a live walkthrough of filing your LLC, getting your EIN, getting your operating agreement. I didn't even mention that you need an operating agreement for your LLC. I'll show you a free resource that you can go to because a lot of people operating agreement is a legal document. However, I got my operating agreement from an actual lawyer, and then the free resource that I give in my course, it's literally the same thing. Like it's literally the same thing. You just change your name and change the dates and stuff, and boom. But anyway, so I give you a free operating agreement option so that you don't even have to go pay a lawyer to get you one because some banks do require you to have that operating agreement if you want to get your business bank account with them, especially some credit unions, like the credit union I went to, you had to have your operating agreement. So I give you a free resource for that in the course, as well as how to find out if you need a business license, tax permits, sales, like any kind of permits for your business. I break it all down for you. So the link is there. And right there, the link tree, I'm Chastity. And the course is only $97, okay? It's only $97. So you can either learn how to operate, how to set up your business from start to finish and get to and be ready on the go for $97, or you can pay some other company well over 200 to do it for you, and then you don't know how to have that knowledge for yourself if you want to start another business, which is why I did this course, because more people want to start more than one business, and people may want to start helping other people how to start their own business, but they don't know how to do it. They just pay somebody to do it for them, and then a lot of these people who do the business for you, they mess it up and they put you as the registered agent, and you don't need to be the registered agent. So I like you literally for $97, you get to have $97 worth of knowledge that you can have for multiple businesses you want to start, if for any of your clients, depending on kind of business that you have, so they can know how to do it too. Like you can share that knowledge that you, because like for example, when I take a course, like for example, if I take a business credit course, that's knowledge that I've gained that now that I can share with my clients. So the knowledge that you gain in my LLC course, that's knowledge that you can gain from to help with your clients or whatever you do. So yeah, yes, it's very affordable because business structure is already expensive. Most, like in Texas, you got to pay 300. Some states cost 700, 800 in California. Like it's a lot. And then the people charge like over $200 when really people just lack the knowledge on how to fill it out. And once you gain the knowledge, then boom, you have it for the rest of your life. So I wanted, yeah, that is a steal. Yeah, so I wanted to make it accessible so people can have that knowledge that they are lacking, because knowledge is power. So once you have that knowledge, then boom. But like we say, today's price, not yesterday's price, and not tomorrow's price. So it is $97 right now. So Yeah. So today's price might not be tomorrow's price, but yeah, $97. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and log off here for today. Again, stop playing with your business. The jobs that you're working, those 8 to 5, 9 to 5, 7 to 3s, all of that, they do not care about you. You mess up one time and boom, you are out the door. So you need to pivot and get serious with your business. Stop playing with your business. Take your business seriously. Okay. Stop saying that you are a business name when you're not that business on paper. Okay. I can't say I'm Chastity Grady if I ain't Chastity Grady on my birth certificate. Okay. I'm Grady Tax Plus LLC, so I can say that and be confident about it. I want you to be confident in knowing that you can say this is your business name and you got it on paper. You got proof, okay? You got proof. All right, y'all. So we'll go ahead and end it there.